JDW Blood Rumble 24th show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. Hello everyone and welcome to another great night of JDW Blood Rumble. I hope everyone has had a great week so far, said announcer number 1. I know. We did. Because we're coming off of a great Hatred Rumble pay-per-view. And I'm still shocked who won both Rumbles, said announcer number 2. Everyone is shocked. Paragon won the men's Rumble, which we'll see him later tonight. And also, Venus won the women's Rumble. And now they get to choose who they will face at the second annual Blood Slam pay-per-view coming up this weekend, said announcer number 1. I can't wait for that pay-per-view. Another 2-night event is coming up, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a 6-women tag team match. Introducing the challengers first, Desire, Mystrial and Onyxia. And their opponents, the winner of the women's Rumble, Venus. The XX champion, Moxie and the ladies champion, Gemini, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Well, here we go. Venus tags up with the 2 champions she will get to choose against 3 of their rivals, said announcer number 1. This is gonna be a good match, said announcer number 2. Both Desire and Venus are walking around the ring, then lock up. Desire puts a headlock onto Venus. Venus groans, bounces Desire off of the ropes, then goes to punch her. Desire holds onto ropes, then blows Venus air kiss. Venus runs at Desire. Desire moves. Venus goes through the middle rope, then lands on her feet outside of the ring. Desire kisses her hand, then slaps her butt. Venus nods her head. All right, said Venus, sliding into the ring, then standing up. Both Desire and Venus lock up again. Venus puts a headlock onto Desire. Desire groans, then elbows Venus's stomach. Venus groans. Desire tries breaking the headlock. Venus pulls Desire back into the headlock. Nice move by Venus. Keeping Desire in the headlock, said announcer number 1. Desire bounces Venus off of the ropes, then pushes her. Venus bounces off of the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then shoulder blocks Desire. Desire falls onto the mat, then rolls outside of the ring. Damn it, said Desire, kicking the barricade, then looks at Venus. Venus blows a kiss to Desire. Desire's eyes widen, slides into the ring, then runs at Venus. Venus does a hip toss onto Desire. Desire groans, then rolls towards her corner. Venus got inside Desire's head, said announcer number 1. Desire stands up, then tags Mystrial's left arm. Mystrial goes through the middle rope. You want to play games, huh? Come on, said Mystrial. Both Mystrial and Venus go to lock up. Mystrial kicks Venus's stomach. Venus groans. Mystrial just sucked Venus into her trap, said announcer number 2. Mystrial can do that to anyone, said announcer number 1. Mystrial grabs Venus's head, then bounces it off the top turnbuckle. Venus groans. Mystrial is kicking Venus's stomach. Venus slides down the corner. Mystrial puts her boot underneath Venus's chin. Venus is groaning. Hey, get out of the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mystrial walks backwards. You have a 5 count, Mystrial, said referee number 1. I know, said Mystrial, walking towards Venus, then chops her chest. Venus groans. Mystrial whips Venus into the opposite corner. Venus groans. Mystrial holds out her arms, smiles, then runs at Venus. Venus moves. Mystrial goes face first into the corner, then groans. Venus quickly rolls Mystrial up. 1, 2. Mystrial kicks out. 2. said referee number 1. Venus. Almost had Mystrial there, said announcer number 2. Both Mystrial and Venus stand up. Mystrial knees. Venus's stomach. Venus groans. Come on, Venus, said Gemini. Shut up, said Mystrial, elbowing Venus. In the back of her neck. Venus groans. Mystrial twists Venus's right arm, walks towards her corner. Then tags Desire's right hand. Desire goes through the middle rope, then kicks Venus's right side. Venus falls onto her knees. You think you're better than me? Do you think that, huh? Come on, tell me, asked Desire, pushing Venus's head. Now Desire's just bullying Venus, said announce number 1. This is my ring. You don't belong in it, said Desire, slapping Venus's face. Venus groans. I don't think Desire should have done that, said announcer number 2. Desire holds her arms, runs, then bounces off of the ropes. Venus quickly stands, then dropkicks Desire. Oh, what a dropkick by Venus. Now, can she make it to Moxie and Gemini? Asked announcer number 1. Let's hope so, said announcer number 2. Both Desire and Venus are crawling. Desire tags Mystrial's left hand. Mystrial runs, knocks Gemini off of the ledge of the ring, then looks at Moxie. So close, said Mystrial, laughing, then turning around. Venus lifts Mystrial, then does a flapjack onto her. Oh, Venus just did a flapjack onto Mystrial. Can Venus make it to Moxie now? Asked announcer number 1. Venus is crawling towards Moxie. Moxie is holding out her right hand. Mystrial grabs Venus's left leg, then stands up. Venus tries reaching for Moxie. Oh, she was almost there, said announcer number 2. Venus turns towards Mystrial, quickly jumps up, then does an enziguri onto her. Mystrial groans, then falls onto the mat. Get to Moxie now, Venus, said announcer number 1. Venus stands up, jumps, then tags Moxie's left hand. Here comes Moxie, said announcer number 2. Moxie goes through the middle rope, continuously clotheslines Mystrial, runs, knocks both Desire and Onyxia off of the ledge of the ring, then looks at Mystrial. Mystrial stands up, then turns around. Moxie runs at Mystrial, lifts her up in her right shoulder, then continuously rams her into the corner. Mystrial continuously groaning. Moxie chops Mystrial's chest. Mystrial groans, then walks along the ropes. Moxie bounces Mystrial off of the ropes, then does a jumping back elbow onto her. Mystrial groans, then sits up on the mat. Moxie lays Mystrial onto the mat, then covers her. 1, 2. Mystrial kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Moxie stands up, then picks Mystrial up. Mystrial wraps her arms around Moxie's head, then does a jawbreaker onto her. Moxie groans, then leans against the ropes. Mystrial approaches Moxie, then grabs her. Hey, 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 get off her now, said referee number 1, pulling Mystrial backwards. Onyxia climbs onto the ledge of the ring, grabs Moxie's head, then hangs her off the top rope. Moxie gasps, then falls onto the mat. Both Mystrial and referee number 1 are arguing. All right, said Mystrial, approaching Moxie, then kicks her. Moxie groans. Mystrial tags Onyxia's left hand. Onyxia goes through the middle rope, then kicks Moxie a few times. Moxie is groaning. Moxie needs to make a tag to either Gemini or Venus, said announcer number 1. Onyxia picks Moxie up, then whips her into the corner. Moxie groans. Onyxia runs at Moxie, does a clothesline onto her, wraps her head, then does a bulldog onto her. Moxie groans. Onyxia covers Moxie. 1, 2. Moxie kicks out. 2, said referee number 1. Count faster, ref. Onyxia stands up, picks Moxie up, then looks at both Gemini and Venus. Watch this, said Onyxia, wrapping her arms around Moxie's neck. Slowly turns her. Moxie turns around, then pushes Onyxia. Onyxia staggers forward, then turns around. Moxie runs at Onyxia, lifts her up in her right shoulder, then rams her into the corner. Onyxia groans. Moxie continuously punches Onyxia's torso. Onyxia continuously groaning. Hey, get out of the corner, Moxie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moxie walks away. You got a 5 count, said referee number 1. Moxie looks at Onyxia, runs at her, jumps, then ramps her knee into her chest. Onyxia groans, then falls onto the mat. Moxie punches Mystriel. Mystriel falls off of the ledge of the ring. Moxie goes to punch Desire. Desire jumps off of the ledge of the ring. Nope. I don't think so, said Desire. Venus gets into the ring, runs, then does a baseball slide onto Desire. Desire falls onto the floor, then groans. Nice baseball slide by Venus, said announce number 2. Moxie turns around, sees Onyxia in the corner, then runs at her. Onyxia does a back elbow onto Moxie. Moxie groans, then staggers backwards. Onyxia jumps onto the second rope. Moxie runs up the turn buckle, then knees Onyxia's jaw. Onyxia groans. What a knee, said announcer number 1. Moxie climbs onto the second rope, then sets Onyxia up for a suplex. Onyxia blocks, punches Moxie's left side, slides down the turnbuckle, then sets her up for a powerbomb. Oh my god, look at this, said announcer number 2. Onyxia does a sit-out powerbomb onto Moxie. 1, 2. Gemini kicks Onyxia. Hey, get out of the ring, said referee number 1. Nice save by Gemini, said announcer number 1. Yeah, but if you take notice, if Gemini didn't save the match, Onyxia would have pinned the champion, said announcer number 2. Onyxia stands up, then walks towards the corner. I think she's going for her running knee, said announcer number 1. This almost put her out last time, said announcer number 2. Moxie slowly stands up, then turns around. Onyxia runs at Moxie, then goes for a running knee onto her. Moxie moves. Onyxia lands onto the mat, groans, then stands up. Moxie lifts Onyxia, then slams her onto the mat. Onyxia groans. Moxie goes through the middle rope, then climbs up the turnbuckle. Here comes the top rope elbow, said announcer number 1. Mystriel pushes Moxie off the top turnbuckle. Moxie lands onto the mat, then groans. Venus gets into the ring, runs, then does an enziguri onto Mystriel. Mystriel falls off of the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Desire slides into the ring, then runs at Venus. Gemini pushes Venus out of the way, then does a jumping cutter onto Desire. Desire groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Both Desire and Mystriel are slowly standing up. Venus climbs up the turnbuckle. What is Venus doing? Asked announcer number 2. Both Desire and Mystriel stand up outside of the ring, then turn around. Venus jumps off of the top turnbuckle, then does a crossbody onto both Desire and Mystriel. What a crossbody, said announcer number 1. Moxie slowly stands up. Onyxia grabs Moxie, sets up for back suplex, then lifts her. Moxie flips, lands onto her feet behind Onyxia, then leans against the ropes. Gemini tags Moxie's right arm. Onyxia runs at Moxie. Moxie does a back elbow onto Onyxia. Onyxia groans, then walks away. Gemini goes through the middle rope. Onyxia turns around. Gemini does a jumping cutter onto Onyxia. And Quat, horoscope and Quat, connects, said announce number 1. Gemini covers. Onyxia. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here are your winners. Venus, the XX champion, Moxie and the ladies champion, Gemini, said announce number 3. Man, didn't I say this was gonna be a great match? Asked announcer number 2. Indeed, you did. And what an ending to the match. Gemini tagging herself in at the last moment, getting inside the ring, then connecting with her finisher. Then they pick up the victory. All three are standing in the ring. Venus is staring at both Gemini and Moxie. Both Gemini and Moxie raise their titles. And now begs the question, who does Venus choose to fight? Asked announcer number 1. No matter who it is, it'll be a great match, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we've made it to the main event, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a 10-man tag team match. Introducing the challengers first. Drake, the winner of the men's Rumble, Paragon Predator, Price and the Guns. And their opponents. One half of the tag team champions, Hellfire. The Transcontinental Champion, Smite. The U.S. Continental Champion, Magician. The Global Champion, Dread. And the Galaxy Champion, Pincher, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. Well, it's most likely the challengers versus the champions, said announcer number 2. It does seem like that. And it looks like Price will start off with the Global Champion, Dread, said announcer number 1. Both Dread and Price lock up. Dread pushes Price into the corner. Price raises his arms. Let go, Dread. 1, 2. Dread lets go of Price, then walks backwards. You got a 5 count, said referee number 2. Both Dread and Price are walking around the ring. Then lock up again. Price pushes Dread towards the corner. Dread reverses it, then pushes Price into the corner. Price raises his arms again. Dread lets go of Price. Price quickly kicks Dread's stomach, then bounces his head off the top turnbuckle. Dread groaning. Price continuously kicking. Dread continuously groaning, then sliding down the corner. Price puts his knee against Dread's head. Hey, get out of the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, said referee number 2, pulling Price out of the corner. Yeah. I have a 5 count, said Price. That's one reason I don't like Price, said announcer number 2. Price grabs Dread's head, stands him up, then walks towards his corner. Drake tags Price's back, gets into the ring, then kicks Dread's left side. Dread groans, falls onto his knees, then holds out his right arm. Come on, Dread, said Pincher. Drake grabs Dread's right arm, then holds it out. Come on, tag me. Come on, reach, said Drake, laughing, then kicking Dread's back. Dread falls onto the mat. Come on, Drake. Be a man, said Magician. All right, crawl. Dread. Crawl toward your partners, said Drake. Dread is slowly crawling. All 4 are reaching out their hands. Drake does an elbow drop onto Dread's back. Dread groans. I knew Drake was lying, said announcer number 1. Drake puts a headlock onto Dread, then looks at all 4 of them. Look at your friend. Now, look at him. He can't tag you in now, can he? Asked Drake. Come on, Dread, said Magician. Drake is laughing. Dread slowly moves, then stands up. Drake is shaking his head. Dread punches Drake's right side. Drake groans. Dread rolls Drake onto the mat, then stands up. Drake quickly stands up, then clotheslines Dread hard. Dread is laying in the middle of the ring. What are Clothesline by Drake, said announcer number 2. Drake smiles, stands up, grabs Dredd's left arm, drags him towards his corner, then tags the Guns' right hand. The Guns goes through the middle rope, then continually kicks Dredd. Dredd continuously groaning. The Guns picks Dredd up, bounces him off of the ropes, then does a back elbow onto him. Dredd is laying in the middle of the ring. The Guns holds out his arms, then turns towards Hellfire. Watch carefully, because me and someone are gonna take your titles away from you, and then I'll stomp your head into the ground, said the Guns. Come on, do it, said Hellfire. The Guns smiles, then shakes his head. You can wait your turn, said the Guns, laughing, then turning around. Dredd stands up, then dropkicks the Guns. The Guns groans, then rolls outside of the ring. What a dropkick out of nowhere, said announcer number 1. Dredd is crawling towards his corner. The Guns slides into the ring, then grabs Dredd's right leg. Dredd trying to reach. All 4 are holding out their hands. Dredd rolls onto the mat. The Guns runs, knocks Magician, Pincher and Smite off of the ledge of the ring, then punches Hellfire. Hellfire groans, then looks at the Guns. The Guns turns around, then goes to clothesline Dredd. Dredd rolls onto the mat, jumps, then tags Hellfire's right hand. Hellfire goes over the top rope, then continuously punches the Guns. The Guns continuously falls onto the mat, then stands up. Hellfire grabs the Guns' right arm, then whips him into the corner. The Guns groans. Hellfire runs at the Guns, then does a corner body splash onto him. The Guns groans, then walks out of the corner. Hellfire lifts the Guns, then does a sidewalk slam onto him. The Guns groans. Hellfire covers the Guns. 1, 2. Predator kicks Hellfire's head. Hey, get out, said referee number 2. Predator starts going through the middle rope. Hellfire stands up, then kicks Predator. Predator falls onto the floor. Hellfire looks at all 3 of them. All 3 step backwards. The Guns hits Hellfire's back. Hellfire groans. The Guns is punching Hellfire, then bounces him off of the ropes. Hellfire reverses it, then boots the Guns. The Guns groans. Paragon gets into the ring. Hellfire does a throat thrust onto Paragon. Paragon rolls outside of the ring. Drake goes through the middle rope, then runs at Hellfire. Hellfire grabs Drake by his throat. Price goes through the middle rope, then runs at Hellfire. Hellfire grabs Price by his throat. Both Drake and Price are struggling, then kicks Hellfire's stomach. Hellfire lets go of both Drake and Price. Both Drake and Price set Hellfire up for a suplex. Don't even try this, guys. You can't lift Hellfire, said announcer number 2. Both Drake and Price try lifting Hellfire. Hellfire blocks. Both Drake and Price try lifting Hellfire again. Hellfire blocks again, then does a double suplex onto both Drake and Price. Both Drake and Price groan, then roll outside of the ring. Now that's power, said announcer number 1. Hellfire is slowly moving. The Guns stands up, runs at Hellfire, jumps up, then does curb stomp onto him. The curb stomp connects, said announcer number 2. The Guns covers Hellfire. Is this it? Asked announcer number 1. 1, 2. Hellfire barely kicks out. 2, said referee number 2. Hellfire kicked out, said announcer number 2. The Guns stands up, walks towards the corner, then waves at Hellfire. Get up! Get up! I'm gonna stomp your head into the ground, said the Guns. Hellfire is slowly moving. The Guns runs at Hellfire, jumps up, then goes for a curb stomp onto him. Hellfire moves. The Guns turns around. Hellfire grabs the guns by his throat, lifts him, then does a chokeslam onto him. The chokeslam connects, said announcer number 1. Hellfire covers the guns. 1, 2. Paragon lands onto Hellfire. 2, said referee number 2. Paragon breaks the pinfall, said announcer number 1. Dread slides into the ring, then hits Paragon's back. Paragon groans. Dread bounces Paragon off of the ropes, then goes to punch him. Paragon holds onto the ropes. Dread runs at Paragon, then clotheslines him over the top rope. Paragon lands onto the floor. Predator hits Dread's back. Dread groans. Predator grabs Dread's shoulders, jumps up, then does a backstabber onto him. Dread groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Predator stands up, then turns around. Hellfire grabs Predator by his throat, lifts him, then does a chokeslam onto him. Predator groans, then rolls outside of the ring. What a chokeslam, said announcer number 2. Hellfire turns around. Price appears on the second rope, jumps off of it, then dropkicks Hellfire. Hellfire falls, then rolls towards the ropes. Pincher slides into the ring. Price turns around. Pincher superkicks Price. Price goes through the middle ropes. A superkick by Pincher, said announce number 1. Drake appears behind Pincher, hits his back, bends him backwards, then does a cutter onto him. What a cutter, said announcer number 2. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm better than you, said Drake, holding up his arms. Drake, I wouldn't celebrate too early, said announcer number 1. Smite turns Drake around, kicks his stomach, sets him up, lifts him, then does a sit-out powerbomb onto him. Drake rolls outside of the ring. What a sit-out powerbomb, said announcer number 2. Smite stands up. The guns does a back kick to Smite's stomach. Smite falls into his knees. The guns runs, bounces off of the ropes, jumps up, then does a curb stomp onto Smite. Smite groans, then rolls outside of the ring. Hellfire is leaning against ropes. Magician tags Hellfire's back, goes through the middle rope. Approaches the guns, then locks in a cobra clutch onto him. The guns is struggling. The cobra clutch is locked in. The guns waves his arm around. You only have one of two choices. Break the hold or tap out, said announcer number 1. The guns continue struggling, then runs towards the corner. Magician's head goes into the top turnbuckle, breaks the submission, then falls onto his knees. Paragon quickly climbs onto the ledge of the ring, then tags the guns' right arm. Paragon tagged himself in, said announcer number 2. Paragon goes through the middle rope, picks Magician up, grabs his left arm, jumps up, then locks in an armbar onto him. Magician is groaning. An armbar is locked in. Will Magician tap out? Asked announcer number 1. Hellfire stands up, then starts to walk. The guns superkicks the left side of Hellfire's head. Hellfire falls through the middle rope. Magician is screaming in pain. Pincher climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Predator pulls Pincher off of the ledge of the ring. Price slides into the ring, then runs at the guns. The guns lifts Price over the top rope. Price lands onto the entire group. Price just took out everyone, said announcer number 2. He did, and there's no one to help Magician, said announcer number 1. Magician continues screaming. Paragon twists Magician's left arm. Magician screams louder, then taps out. Ring the bell, said referee number 2. Bell dings. Here's your winners by submission. Drake, Paragon, Predator, Price and the guns. Paragon breaks the submission. Magician rolls outside on the ring, then holds his left arm. Man, what a match that was. And Paragon actually twists Magician's arm to make him tap out, said announcer number 2. That looked devastating. But this means Paragon has momentum going into his title match against whichever champion he will choose, said announcer number 1. Dredd and Pincher need to watch out. Paragon's coming for their title, said announcer number 2. Well, folks, we want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye bye. See you at the 2-night pay-per-view, said announcer number 2, waving. The end.